Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE Dark! And tonight we're kicking things off on the SmackDown side of things with women's action live tonight at East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing Damage Control from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky!
And here comes the genius of the Sky then, folks. Io Sky coming off an incredible debut match victory last week on SmackDown against the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Not only beating the former multiple-time WWE Women's Champion, but Charlotte also being the #1 contender for the WWE Women's title right now. And Io Sky pinned her clean shoulders to the mat last week on her SmackDown debut coming up from the NXT brand last week, right here on the blue brand. And with that win over Charlotte, she's been added to the matchup for the WWE Women's title at Clash of the Castle this weekend, as she not only challenges Charlotte Flair once again, but also the WWE Women's Champion, the EST of the WWE, Bianca Belair. But taking on Io Sky tonight is the Scottish Psycho of the Women's Division. Let's see if Sky can pick up some more momentum, or see if Nikki Cross can take away that momentum and put down Io Sky tonight ahead of the WWE Women's title triple threat match this weekend at Clash of the Castle in the Oval Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. The Scottish woman herself, Nikki Cross, tonight going one-on-one with Io Sky this evening to kick us off live on WWE Dark, episode 50 of Dark as well, folks. And this is WWE 2K24 Universe Mode episode 230. Welcome to the show, folks. I'm Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions and welcome to WWE Dark. Let's waste no further time and get right on the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to work. Gonna get a fun one in this one. Io Sky, Nikki Cross, mono to kick us off live on Dark from the SmackDown side of things. SmackDown official Charles Robinson rings the bell, and here we go. Nikki Cross going right for Io Sky off the opening bell. A woman from Scotland who's missing out on the Scotland show this weekend, but a big win over Io Sky is maybe what she needs to be in contention for a future championship opportunity in the future. But Io Sky, big shots and chops, and a beautiful super kick followed by an incredible spinning roundhouse kick there. Spinning heel kick by Io Sky, corner right in the top of the head. Picking Nikki Cross up to a vertical base, now kick to the midsection, and a show palm straight by Sky. Down goes Cross, but Cross back to her feet, and running Cross boy now. By the crazy woman of Scotland, Nikki Cross. The crazy bitch at SmackDown, she wants to play with Io Sky, right? But Sky ain't playing around, you're going to stomp away now on her opponent, who this evening you got to imagine Bianca Belair, the EST, the WWE champion right now, alongside Charlotte Flair, who's the #1 contender, who beat Bianca Belair in singles competition and non-title match a number of weeks ago right here on SmackDown. It's going to be watching this very closely as Nikki Cross taking the fight to the newcomer of the blue brand, Io Sky. Bulldog cover, scores 2, kick out by Io. Nikki Cross getting a close count there, and now Nikki Cross, big elbow right square in the top of the head of Io Sky live on WWE Dark. Cross up to the top rope. Io Sky though going away out of bounds as this matchup continues here tonight. And Nikki Cross with a big drop kick there off the springboard out of that corner, showing her expertise in this one. But there's Io Sky, big time shots now connecting on Cross, and another shot. Down goes Nikki. Io Sky now in control. Irish whip now going to send Nikki into the corner. What's she looking for here? Io Sky looking to put Nikki Cross away. Right here on WWE Dark. Beautiful hurricane runner by Sky. And now running in. Big old maneuver there. Stomping away. Stomp after stomp by Io Sky. Nikki Cross. You're a paying uppercut connecting there by Nikki, who runs into the clothesline. Nikki Cross on fire here against the young dog. God, a big running knee in the corner by Nikki. And Nikki out of the corner again, and Nikki Cross now. Flying cross body out of the corner this time. Here's the cover, like it's hook kick out. at 1 by Io Sky. Staying in this one. And our opening contest live on Dark on the SmackDown side of things from East Rutherford, New Jersey. Io Sky shot cast Nikki to the outside and misses her dive attempt. Missing the tope crossbody. Nikki Cross looks to take advantage now of Io Sky's mishap right there. Nikki Cross heading up to the tippy top rope. Io Sky once again for the second time in the matchup. Going away from Nikki Cross is Io. Just taunting in the ring. Nikki taunting on the top rope. Nikki looking to fly and Io Sky way out of bounds. Nikki Cross didn't really measure that perfectly there, but Nikki, nice shots there by Cross. Nicely done. Io Sky throwing her away. Nice shot by Io now. As Io goes, setting up big time for her. This one rolls on. Io Sky now sends Nikki Cross out of the corner. And Io looking to put her away here. Oh my, this is not looking good for Nikki Cross. She does not want to be there. Big palm strike by Sky. And now Io looking to put her away here. Top rope to send the message to Charlotte. And Belair! There's the Spanish Fly. Avalanche style up the tippy top rope by Io. Sky now in for the cover. Leg is hooked, shoulders down for the win here on Dark. Scoring 2 to kick out. Sky trying to get more momentum here this evening against Nikki Cross. Beautiful kick there. Not beautiful, however, if your name is Nikki Cross. And a double underhook on Cross. Cross able to counter. Nicely done by Nikki. Clothesline caught her right in the chest. Big vicious straight there by Nikki Cross. They're picking her up to her feet. Cross now picking up Io Sky. Smacking herself in the face. Here comes Cross. The fisherman neck breaker by Nikki. For a major upset on one half of the number 1 contender for the women's title. And a kick out by Io Sky. A genius of the Sky hanging in there for now, but there's Nikki Cross clothesline. Second clothesline finds its mark, catching the leg of Sky and sweeping the other one. Down goes the genius of the Sky now. Nikki Cross on fire tonight. Looking to get into that second gear in this contest tonight to kick us off. Live on Dark, episode 50 of Dark. Big elbow there by Io Sky, episode 230 of this Universe Mode Series. Clash of the Castle, episode 231. Coming your way this weekend, folks. You don't want to miss a second of the action. Io Sky up to the top rope now, looking to fly here, and a beautiful splash to the outside on Cross. Right to the chest of Nikki Cross there. And now Io Sky with a snapmare. Down goes Nikki. What is Io thinking now, folks? Gonna throw her out of the barricade shoulder first here at ringside now. Io Sky. And now Io going to send Nikki Cross back into the ring here. What is she looking for now? Another big kick, this time in the midsection of Nikki Cross. Now Io Sky, Irish whip, back into the corner goes Nikki. Io Sky firmly in control. She is clearly in the driver's seat tonight. Top rope now, Cross in trouble. Avalanche, Hurricane Runner by Io Sky. And now Io on fire tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Another big showtime palm strike by Sky. Stomping away on the legs now of Nikki Cross. And now Io gonna lock in the submission hold here. Koji clutch on Cross. This could be all over for Nikki. Cross is in big trouble here. Koji clutch cinched in tight by Io Sky. Io Sky got nowhere to go. She's in trouble here. Charles Robinson, the SmackDown official, right there. See if she taps in Nikki Cross. Able to get her out of it. Nikki Cross able to stay in this one for now, ladies and gentlemen. Now with Nikki Cross, got in 9 big shots there by Nikki. Irish whip sends her into the corner. Big boot by Sky. Middle rope now goes the genius of the Sky. Looking to fly here. Hurricane Run away for it. Cross corner though with an alley-oop powerbomb. And Io Sky hurting now. Rolling to the outside of the ring, trying to catch a breather. Cross gonna fly and take her out with a tope cross body. Nikki Cross is trying to show, ladies and gentlemen, that she should not be counted out. She should not be forgotten about here on SmackDown. Nikki Cross now in control. Top rope. Sky in trouble. Center of the ring. Cross for a huge victory. Head a Clash of the Castle this weekend. Elbow drop to the back by Nikki Cross. Gonna pick up Io Sky to a vertical base now. Big throat thrust. Big kick Cross now. Arm wringing under the clothesline. And Nikki Cross all over Io Sky tonight. Another big shot, no blown away by Sky. Big kick and a spinning heel kick to the face of Nikki Cross once more. And now Io Sky looking for it once again in the corner. Perhaps the second time of the match. Io's looking for it now. Here you go. Say your big time shot. And now, Nikki Cross in the exact same corner that she was the last time. Spanish fly by Io Sky. We could be looking at the next WWE Women's Champion, folks, especially with a performance like this. Sky in for the cover, like it's hook shoulders down, scoring two. Nikki Cross stays in it. This one rolls on. My lord. What a matchup. The kick is off live on Dark from the SmackDown side of things. As we're back live on WWE Dark 50 here tonight. Nikki Cross gonna pick up Io Sky and powering her down. Samoan driver, cover by Cross. Huge jumps in and a making kick out by Io. Almost had her there. The upset win was almost for Nikki Cross right there. But Cross grabs her again. Second time good with that charm. Fisherman neck breaker by Cross. Center of the ring. Cover by Nikki. Leg hook shoulders down. Scoring two. Kick out by Sky again. Unbelievable scenes. Io Sky roll to the outside once again. And Nikki Cross is pissed. Cross this weekend away from Clash of the Castle want to make a big statement against one of the number one contenders for the WWE Women's title. As of course the title will be on the line. Any triple threat match, Bianca Belair defends against both Charlotte Flair and that one right there, Io Sky. And now Nikki Cross. Big time throat cross there by Nikki. What's Io thinking? Io drop kick down goes Cross. And now Io Sky tippy top rope. Nikki Cross out on the apron. Sky right there waiting for Nikki to get to a vertical base. Cross now back into the ring. Gonna stop Io in her tracks here. Oh, but Io Sky with a diving DDT up the top. Center of the ring now is Nikki Cross. Up perfectly. Set up perfectly for Sky to put her away here. Turns round over the moonsault. That's how she beat Charlotte last week in her SmackDown debut. Will she make it 2-0? Yes, she will. 2 back-to-back wins on SmackDown for Io Sky. Sky victorious tonight against Scotland's own Nikki Cross ahead of Clash of the Castle in Scotland this weekend, where she challenges Bianca Belair alongside Charlotte Flair with the WWE Women's Championship of SmackDown on the line. What a matchup. The kick is off live on Dark from the SmackDown side of things in East Rutherford, New Jersey here tonight, and what a win for Io Sky. Really feeling that home here on the blue brand with 2 big victories. If she can make it 3 in a row, then she will become the new WWE Women's Champion this weekend at Clash of the Castle live in Glasgow, Scotland, and the OVO Hydro. But ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight live on WWE Dark. Big time tag team action in your main event from the Monday Night Raw side of things in Madison, Wisconsin. The Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray and Devon taking on the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Biggie with Xavier Woods and their corner. It's your main event later on tonight. But coming up next on the NXT side of things, big action between Apollo Crews and Joe Coffey, with the winner who gets a North American title opportunity next week on NXT against the original bro, Matt Riddle. It's next live on NXT as Apollo Crews is making his way to the ring, folks. Action on the NXT brand here this evening. Apollo Crews ready for a fight and wanting to pick up his first victory here in this series as his opponent. Both these men tonight never won a match in this series. Well, the winner will get an opportunity at the North American title against Matt Riddle. So not only can they snatch their losing streak tonight, but they can also become a champion here on NXT. As this one's going to be a fun one. Your penultimate contest, the evening live from the NXT side of things here on Dark in St. Petersburg, Florida. Apollo Crews made his way out. Here comes the opponent, another Scottish representative ahead of this weekend's Clash at the Castle. It is all the Scots doing battle here tonight. Here comes Gallus with Mark and Wolfgang at ringside.
Representing Gallus from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 248 pounds, Joe Coffey.
Joe Coffey, a physical specimen, absolute fighter, a madman, as is Marquez and Wolfgang. But tonight, Gallus all out in the ring. Apollo Crews might be outnumbered, but the winner of this getting Matt Riddle for the North American title on the next edition of NXT following Clash of the Castle. Of course, Joe Coffey, a member of the NXT brand alongside Wolfgang and Mark Coffey, of course, all Scottish, all from Glasgow. Clash of the Castle in Glasgow coming your way this weekend. Just saw Nikki Cross there. It was a loss for the Scottish superstar. Let's see if Joe Coffey can win it back for the Scots tonight. Big time action here on Dark in the NXT side of things. Apollo Crews, Joe Coffey, winner getting Matt Riddle for the North American title in the next edition of NXT. Gonna be a fun one, folks. Let's get right into it. Apollo Crews looking ready. That's sold out crowd in St. Petersburg, Florida. Ready for this one here on the NXT side of things. Rod Zapata, your NXT official, ringing the bell, and here we go. Matchup is now underway. Apollo Crews going right for Coffey. Big flying clothesline with a kip up there. Drop kick. No, Coffey went for something too. Who's going to get the upper hand? It's going to be Crews. Big forearm and a drop kick to the chest by Apollo. Elbow drop to the back now by Crews. Crews stomping away. No, moving out of the way. Joe Coffey runs in. And there's Joe Coffey with a Luthez press now on Apollo Crews. Joe Coffey's big stomp moving out of the way. Coffey. Oh, big pump kick by Apollo. And over Joe Coffey now. Oh, able to sweep the legs from underneath Apollo Crews, and Joe Coffey now having his fun here tonight. Clothesline it up back of the head by Crews. Apollo Crews having his fun. There's Joe Coffey though with a shoulder tag on the back of Apollo. Who's going to get their first win of this Universe Mode Series on Dark number 50 here tonight from the NXT side of things. Joe Coffey lighting up Apollo Crews. Big time forearm there by Joe. Big Coffey Irish whip sends him off the ropes. Coffey picking up Apollo Crews at the back door. Big shot at the back now by Crews. But there's Mark Coffey grabbing the leg of Apollo and allowing Joe Coffey to take advantage with a distraction there. Apollo Crews to the outside of the ring. He is hurting. He is groggy. And there's Joe Coffey now. Big axe handle off the apron, taking Apollo Crews down to the floor now. And now Rod Zapata continuing his count on the outside. Both men coming back in. Joe Coffey heading up to the tippy top rope here, looking to fly, elbow drop to the back of Apollo Crews. Shooting the half now, hooking the legs, shoulders down. Will this be enough here to get a North American title opportunity? Kick out though by Apollo Crews at one. Apollo staying alive, back to a vertical base. Apollo went for that flying clothesline. Coffey caught him in a mid-air with a European uppercut. Incredible scenes as Coffey runs the ropes here. Big punch kick by Crews however. And Crews needs to get back in it. The swing of things in this matchup, keeping his foot on the gas pedal and stay on Coffey, who swiped away the drop kick. Coffey back in control and a big punch to the face of Crews. Nothing pretty about that, but damn sure effective by the leader of Gallus, Joe Coffey. As now you see Wolfgang exposing the turnbuckle pad, and Apollo Crews gets whipped into it. Hitting hard now. Coffey shooting the half, shoulders down on Apollo. This could do it. Only enough for a one again. As Apollo able to power out once more. Joe Coffey overhand shot as he dominated Apollo, but Apollo with a headbutt bending back, and there's that big running clothesline once more. Apollo Crews back in control perhaps, picking up Joe Coffey off the rope. Now goes Coffey. There's the clothesline again. And Coffey hurting. Mark Coffey trying to get involved once again. Apollo Crews went for a cutter. Joe Coffey. Oh, let's go send off. But look at this, Rod Zapata fixing the turnbuckle pad. Coffey's in the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, Apollo would have kicked out anyway. My lord. Apollo Crews staying alive, but this matchup rolling on. Joe Coffey shoulders down here and Apollo Crews. Well, let's do it now. Scoring 2. And Apollo again kicking out. And now shoulder rolling up. Scores 2 on Coffey kick out. Apollo Crews able to turn it around. Wolfgang trying to get involved. Wolfgang distracting him again. And then there's Joe Coffey. Went for a waistlock. Apollo from behind. Waistlock of his own. Drop kick to the back of the head now. And Joe Coffey running to the outside. Rolling to the outside alongside his Gallus representatives. Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. Apollo Crews going to take out Joe with a tope. Can't heal him on the floor. And now Apollo doesn't seem like he's done well. Long shot with Gallus. And he's going for Mark Coffey now. My lord, Joe getting a vertical base punk kick on Wolfie. My days, and right back after Mark Coffey, but there's Joe Coffey with a big time. Cross body there, Coffey looking to get a count out win perhaps, and get an opportunity at Riddle for the North American Gold. Wolfgang grabbing Apollo Crews, sends him back in the ring, even sending Mark Coffey in with him as well. Why the hell are you doing that to your own boy? Apollo just drop kicked Mark Coffey. And now Joe, right there, but look at Apollo in the corner, moonsault. Moonsault by Apollo Crews. Unbelievable. And now Apollo picking up Joe Coffey. Shouted suplex by Cruz. Looking for a second one finding its mark. And now Apollo with 3 in a row on Joe Coffey. Going in for the cover now, shooting the half, hooking the leg. Shoulders down here on Joe Coffey, scoring 2, kick out by Joe. Coffey stayed in this one. Here tonight. Big fight field tonight. Fighting out for an opportunity of a lifetime with a North American title on the line and an opportunity to pick up your first win here in this Universe Mode Series. Apollo Crews now. Big shot there, tippy top rope. Apollo now. Superplex on Coffey. And that hurt his back hard. Took a lot out of him there as Mark Coffey getting back on the apron. As there's Wolfgang distracting Apollo Crews once again. Joe Coffey can take advantage, but he's still down and out. Joe, beginning to star now, getting to his feet. Oh, there's Apollo. Apollo still back in control, however. Big diving clothesline by Apollo Crews, who picks Joe Coffey back up to a vertical base. Irish whip now off the ropes. Leapfrog by Apollo Crews. Missing the punt kick, there was Apollo. Missing the drop kick, there was Apollo. Coffey, best of the bells. Discus clothesline, cover. No, officially fixing the turnbuckle pad. 1, 2, 3. Would have been 4, 5, and a kick out now. Almost beat him twice there. But Mark Coffey unnecessarily, or inadvertently rather, not helping out Joe Coffey one bit, as he would have gotten the win there if it wasn't for Rods Apata fixing the turnbuckle pad that Mark Coffey unexposed, coming out from Joe off the splash off the top, kick out by Apollo once more, and you can see Joe Coffey now getting visibly frustrated, and this matchup rolls on live on the NXT side of things of WWE Dark. Joe Coffey beating his chest like he is King freaking Kong. But right now, Apollo Crews looking to turn him around. Looking to pick up his first victory of this series. The spinning set-out powerbomb. Taking a shot at Matt Riddle for the North American title next week in NXT. Covered by Crews. Like his hook shoulders down. Scoring 2. And a kick out by Joe Coffey once again. And Joe Coffey still hanging on. Apollo Crews in disbelief. Cannot believe it. There's Apollo Crews showboating in this live crowd tonight. Joe Coffey though coming back. And there's Joe Coffey, Glasgow send off. Apollo Crews too busy showboating. And that may cost him right there. Coffey now. Gonna turn him around. The best of the bells. Discus lariat for the second time of the matchup. Cover. Scoring 2. Joe Coffey victorious. Coffey with his first win of this Universe Mode Series, and not only that, he gets a shot at singles gold next week on NXT as he goes one-on-one with the original bro Matt Riddle with the North American title hanging in the balance. That'll be a fun one, ladies and gentlemen, but that was a fun one right there. Congratulations then going out to Joe Coffey, who picked up his first victory in this Universe Mode Series, but it wasn't without a little help from Gallus, his boys, his brother Mark Coffey, his good friend Wolfgang, allowing Coffey and aiding him to victory tonight, getting him a North American Championship opportunity very, very soon, folks. Congratulations, Coffey. Incredible match here tonight live on WWE Dark. But we're going to be seeing some incredible matches this weekend as we go to Glasgow at Clash of the Castle in the OVO Hydro. Because let's take a look at the match card, folks. We're starting off with the World Tag Titles on the line in a Triple Threat Tornado Tag Team Elimination match. Ali Mysterio, Street Profits, and FTR Calais for the gold. Following that, a big-time dream match. The unpredictable badass Braun Breaker one-on-one with the greatest of all time, John Cena, who this past week on SmackDown just last night picked up his first victory upon the SmackDown brand. Following that, the United States title on the line as LA Knight, the former champion, uses his rematch as he's going against the new champion, the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn. Set to be a fun one live in Glasgow at Clash at the Castle. After that, we mentioned it earlier on, the WWE Women's title on the line in a triple threat matchup as the champion Bianca Belair puts it on line against not just Charlotte Flair, but the woman that beat Charlotte on her SmackDown debut last week and was victorious earlier on tonight on Dark, the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky. And following that, the world title on the line as Aleister Black defends against the former champion Samoa Joe. A lot of history between these two men. Black cashing in his Money in the Bank contract against Joe at Survivor Series. Joe gets his rematch at Clash of the Castle. Then the Intercontinental title is on the line. It's Finn Balor, the number one contender who beat Kevin Owens last week on the Blue Brand to earn the opportunity. He goes at it with Chad Gable at Clash of the Castle with the IC title hanging in the balance. Set to be a fun one. to say the least, folks. Then on the Monday Night Raw side of things, a grudge match, a rematch from the semi-final round of the King of the Ring tournament back in Miami. The phenomenal AJ Styles, former Universal Champion, battled the former inaugural United States Champion, the glorious Bobby Roode. And finally, in the main event of the evening, the hometown boy, the undefeated WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre, returns to home soil to put his WWE title on the line against the number one contender, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. All that and so much more coming your way this weekend at Clash at the Castle. But coming up next, it's your main event of the Monday Night Raw side of things. Here on Dark, the Dudley Boys, the New Day. It's next here on Dark 50. Oh yeah, here we go from the Monday Night Raw side of things live in Madison, Wisconsin. Gonna be a super fun tag team match, to say the least. To end the proceedings here tonight on Dark, the final show you'll see before Clash of the Castle, before we go over across the world to my home place of Scotland. We're going to Glasgow on the OVO Hydro this weekend, but right now it's time for actions in the tag team division.
The match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 595 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
Here we go, folks. Gonna be a fun tag team main event. The Dudley Boys, the New Day. It's next live on Dark 50. Here on the Monday Night Raw side of things from Madison, Wisconsin. Don't go anywhere, folks. And we're back live on Dark 50 as here come the New Day with their burritos box, their pancakes. They're having a blast. They're having their fun. They got their trombone with Xavier Woods as well. And this is going to be a great way to end proceedings tonight. Tag team action. Dudley's in the New Day here on WWE Dark. Xavier Woods playing that tune, New Day Rocks. It's going to be Becky and Kofi representing the New Day tonight against the Dudleys here on Dark. Ladies and gentlemen, the last time we saw either one of the Dudleys, it was Bubba Ray here on Dark in a singles matchup and a losing effort to Mustafa Ali. Of course, Ali teaming with Rey Mysterio this weekend at Clash of the Castle in the opening match. And a triple threat tornado tag team match for the World Tag Team titles as him alongside Ray take on the Street Profits, the former champs, and the current two-time World Tag Team Champions, FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood. But here we go, Bubba Ray Dudley and Kofi Kingston going to start off this tag team main event here tonight live on WWE Dark. And Bubba Ray going straight for Kofi Becky right there. Going to stop Bubba on his tracks. His Zapata, Chad Patton, a Raw official, senior official here, Monday Night Raw referee, ringing the bell this one. Getting underway as Bubba Ray hits a side slam on Kofi Kingston. Bubba Ray now Irish whip gonna send Kofi out of the Dudley's corner. Kofi able to counter with a big elbow on Bubba Ray. Drop kick there, moving to the way, sidestepping his Bubba. Now what's Bubba got in mind here? Packing up Kofi. You're a nugget there by Bubba Ray. Unreal. And then Bubba Ray in trouble here. Oh, the nice clothesline there by Kofi. I was going to say Bubba in control, rather. Kofi in trouble. And Kofi able to fight right back and a big kick on Bubba Ray. Stomping away in for the cover here. Leg is hooked, shoulders down, kick out by Bubba. And now Bubba Ray went for something. Tag made. Here comes Big E. Now Big E running in. But Bubba Ray going to take him into the corner. Tag made. Here comes Devon. All four men have been tagged in here. Big body slam by Bubba. And a double team offense here from the Dudley Boys. Here on Dark. Big 10 diving double headbutt by Bubba and Devon. And now Devon Dudley, look at him go here. Just showing out here. But Big E getting back to a vertical base. Big E body right hand. Big strikes from E here as he's really sending Devon Dudley astray here. Into the Dudley's corner as well. Big shot in the midsection by Big E multiple times, and Devon is hurting. Big stomps by Big E as he runs out, tagging Kofi Kingston. Kofi looking to seal the deal here. Oh, but Devon gets caught with a big kick and out. Bubba right there looking on. It's Kofi hitting the guillotine leg drop there on Devon Dudley. Kofi Kingston back in, elbow drop. The Devon moving out the way though. There's Devon Dudley. Clothesline moving to the waist, Kofi. Clothesline moving to the waist, Devon. And now Devon got him up, fireman's carry here. And Platinum down to the man. Devon Dudley looking good here. Irish whip grabbing him. I've got him where he wants some. Neck breaker by Devon Dudley on Kofi Kingston. And a big time main event Going to see some amazing action this weekend at Clash of the Castle, live in Glasgow. 6 championship matches, 2 non-title affairs. Going to be some fun action at Clash of the Castle. Kofi hitting a leg drop there on Devon Dudley. And now what's he got in mind here is Kofi. Heading up to the tippy top rope. Devon looking to try and stop him in his tracks. Big shot blocked by Kofi Kingston. Top rope elbow moving out of the way. Devon, big overhand shot by Devon Dudley. Looking for a Uranagi. Kofi able to get the counter this time. Wasn't able when Bubba done it. Enziguri, Devon blocking. Big shots by Dudley now. And Devon Dudley went for a basket punch. Gets caught with a drop kick by Kofi. Tag man comes Biggie. Tag man in comes Bubba Ray. Who's going to get the upper hand? It's going to be Biggie. Big shot by E there. Running right through Bubba. Cover here. Kick it immediately by Bubba Ray Dudley. Bubba Ray staying in. That's one snap there by Biggie, the big man. Doing his thing here on WWE Dark in the main event. There's Bubba. Big shot, knife edge shot. Oh, and here come the bionic elbow from Bubba Ray. That's touch his groin as well to do that cover on E. Breaking it up now as Kofi Kingston doesn't want a loss here on WWE Dark. Both these tag teams trying to make their way back up the pecking order here in the tag team division to get an opportunity potentially at the WWE Tag Team titles following Clash at the Castle. And Bubba Ray flying in again with that big time headbutt. And then there goes Kofi Kingston sent packing, sent flying to the outside of the ring. Bubba Ray now. Bubba cutter on Biggie. Here's the cover. Leg is hooked, shoulders down. Scoring to the Dudley's for the one and a kick out by Biggie. And Dudley's almost had it there, ladies and gentlemen. There's the tag. Devon back in. And let's main event live on WWE Dark. Went for something there, Biggie. Able to move out the way. And away again. Running right through Devon Dudley. Now what's Biggie doing? Just leg dropping the mat. I think he's going after John Cena here tonight. It's Biggie again, clotheslining down Devon Dudley. Went for Bubba Ray. Now what's Devon gonna main Devon again, knocked down by Biggie. What's Biggie doing here? Waiting for Devon to get back to a vertical base. He just drops him right back down with that big clubbing shot. He off the ropes now. Big time splash to Devon Dudley. Biggie up for the cover. Leg is hooked, shoulders down. No day for the win here on Dark. Scoring 2. Kick out by Devon. Bubba came in. But the kick out was still executed by Dudley. It's Biggie taking Bubba off the apron. Tag. Here comes Kofi Kingston now. Drop kick on Devon. Did not get all of it, however. And Devon Dudley. Irish whip now. Sending Kofi into the corner. Big shots after shots by Devon Dudley. Oh, went for something there, but moving in the way to big elbow by Kofi. And Kofi for the second time in this matchup now. Looking for the guillotine leg drop on Devon Dudley. And now, Kofi off the ropes. He's a Biggie to it. Oh, see Kofi do it. Big splash of his own by Kingston. Now, where's Kofi going? Leg drop now on Dudley in this incredible main event here tonight. Kofi Kingston. Devon and slamming his arm down hard to the mat. My lord, this one continues live on Dark, folks. As we're back live on WWE Dark, Devon back in control against Kofi Kingston. Both these men still legal here in this contest. As right now Devon got Kofi in the corner. This could be all she wrote right here. The neck breaker out of the corner there. My lord, from the middle rope. And now Devon Dudley setting up Kofi. Irish whip sends him into the corner. Tag me, in comes Bubba. Double team offense incoming here. The Dudleys with a 3D. Dudley death drop covered by Bubba. Biggie making the save as we're back down to the original 2 men that started off this contest. Bubba Ray and Kofi Kingston. Biggie making the save off that pin attempt as Kofi caught him in the gut. Kingston now. SOS on Bubba Ray. Kofi Kingston in for the pinfall. Kick out immediately by Bubba, however, and then Zagari step up still on Bubba Ray. And now Kofi Kingston, big kick, another Zagari connecting. Picking up once more. How much more can Kofi do here? Irish whip sends him in to the New Day corner. My lord, and now what the hell is happening here? Bubba Ray. Stop there, knife edge, stop. Kofi missing the mark. No, didn't miss. He caught it. He caught Bubba again. Now tag made back in is Big E. Big E and Bubba legal here. Big E knocks him down once more. Big E stomping right in the back of the neck here. What's Big E doing now? Big shots by E, stomping away on Bubba Ray Dudley. And now see you later, Devon. No, Devon getting the knee up. My lord, now Big E making a tag again into Kofi Kingston. Picking up Bubba Ray Dudley. He wants Kofi to seal the deal. And that may be what he does! Trouble in paradise by Kingston. Cover leg hook, shoulders down. Devon makes the save. My lord. Now, Kofi Kingston off the rope. The Dudleys could be all done right here on Dark. This could be the last ditch effort, folks. Kofi Kingston, what's he thinking here? Waiting for Bubba Ray to get to his feet. Irish whip sends him in the corner. Tag made, here comes Big E. Double team action here from the New Day. Big E heading up the middle rope. Midnight hour by the New Day. That could do it. Big E in for the cover leg. It's hook shoulders down. Scoring 2. And the New Day victorious in your main event live from the London 8 roster of things in Madison, Wisconsin. Here tonight on WWE Dark. What an incredible tag team action. What an incredible night it has been all round here on Dark, folks. My days, the New Day getting a well-needed victory against the Dudley Boys. What will be next for the Dudleys? I'm excited and I'm intrigued to find out. I am absolutely exhausted, absolutely shattered for this incredible show here tonight live on WWE Dark. What a match of a monster it's been, folks. That's all we have time for. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight live on Dark from all 3 events, from St. Petersburg, Florida, from Madison, Wisconsin, and of course from East Rutherford, New Jersey. Join us this weekend for Clash at the Castle as we're going to Glasgow, Scotland in the Oval Hydro. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you then. Until then, take it easy, take care, and we'll see you all soon, folks. Peace!